First of all, I'm gonna take a poll survey, and I'm gonna ask, how many guys in this room were born and raised in Minnesota?
I was.
Who is my audience? Everybody, right?
Nope.
Not you.
Wisconsin.
You're from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Menominee.
Me too. Also from Menominee.
Well, there are a lot of things I think that go along with being born and raised in Minnesota. I think we all end up with traits and characteristics in our character that people from other parts of the country look for. Traits like trust, honesty, integrity, discipline, all these areas that are positive things for leadership. So the whole thing about this Minnesota thing is that a lot of companies come here for leadership help that they're looking for. They're looking for presidents, or they're looking for chief operating officers. They're looking for VPs of marketing. People in Minnesota have extremely strong work ethics up here. And this is something that's also critical to these companies because we know how to work, we know how to get things done, we know how to accomplish. We learn as we go in some cases. Minnesota is one of the hotbeds for entrepreneurial activity in the country. It's not this year. I think we've been surpassed by places like Montana, but right now, the state of Minnesota is trying to find out why we're not coming up with businesses like we used to at that rate. But a lot of companies come here because of the fact that we're solid people. And that's why I like Minnesota myself. You know, we're solid people, we tell the truth when we're expected to, we can be trusted, especially in the winter. When you break down with your car someplace at night, I tell you, it's impressive to me. So, the things that we're so famous for, the work ethic, the solid values, our conservative nature, we tend to be humble. We're not turned on by every idea that comes here from New York. We need to test it out, we need to play around with it. We need to feel if it's right for us before we make a conscious decision about it. And then maybe we'll jump on the wagon. Maybe we won't. We just are not pressured into doing stuff like that normally. I don't think it's the way to go. So what I'm going to hand out to you now is, but the more experiences that you have, like say for example the one I had in track, the more of those experiences you have, the more they build up, the more you see in yourself that you have leadership potential, or you are on a leadership trajectory, or that you're in tune with what leaders do. I had people in elementary school that were already like leaders to me. I don't know how they got that way. They might have got that way because of older brothers. I was an only kid myself. I grew up with adults, but everything I wanted to do, I realized I'm going to have to do myself. Nobody's going to be there to show me. And so I need to learn these things right away and work. Get decisions made. Take trips if you have to. Can you afford it? And there are a lot of books out there that do not talk about the struggle. They don't mention it at all. They only talk about the strengths of leadership. And that's where they talk about traits. Trait theory is the number one form of leadership that they always talk about when they're talking about the various kinds of leadership, like transitional, transformational, situational, reflective, on and on. There are all these styles of leadership depending on your situation, depending on your circumstances. You have circumstances here. I have circumstances of my own. Yeah, come on in. I've always had goals for the company. I don't do them anymore, but I did every month for years. And my old partner who's retired, we worked on establishing the success of meeting our goals every single month. That's how we built our business. And that becomes part of your system of leadership. And we are known throughout the country for our business. And we're not a Fortune 500 company. We're not famous. We are famous in agribusiness. But we've hardly ever seen any of our customers. I've got customers I've had for 25 years. And all we have are phone relationships. I know these people when I hear them on the phone. I have a sense of humor with them. We have common values. These people are all ethical people, meaning that they all deal with drugs and they have to make the right decisions with animal drugs.